Who do you think is going to be more successful? The guy who works super hard every day on his business, he goes to the gym, he works out, he does cardio, he eats well, and then when he finishes the gym, he like works on his business, records videos, and then when he's done recording videos, he's like chill time, right? It's like maybe 7 o'clock, 8 o'clock at night, and he just goes on his phone, maybe watches some Instagram, like unwinds, you know, watches YouTube on his phone, a bit of YouTube shorts, that sort of thing. Or the guy who does the exact same thing, works on his business, records videos, maybe as a YouTuber, whatever. After he's done for the day, he sits back and thinks about his business. He sits back and he gets his Kindle out and reads some books on his business, related to his business, right? Which of the two people do you think are going to be more successful in whatever business it is that they're in? So I was a little bit biased with that analogy there, but the answer's pretty clear, right? The second guy, the dude who spends his extra kind of spare free time on upskilling himself, reading books, meditating, journaling, like coming up with ideas, just thinking about his business, right? And this is advice that I have kind of come to terms with recently for my own business, for my own YouTube channel, and actually putting it into practice and actually doing it has been super helpful in me staying consistent with posting videos and made me like a lot more motivated and inspired to actually create content. And the way that I got to this level was by removing all of the distractions that were holding me back from being able to focus on my business, and then especially in my spare time when I wasn't recording videos, I wasn't editing videos, removing the distractions that were taking away valuable time that I could be upskilling myself. And in this video, I want to focus on a social media detox protocol that I have been on for 10 months now. Actually, it might even be closer to 11 months now that I have been on this social media detox, and I want to talk to you about it, tell you my experience, give you some advice, maybe just try and motivate you to do the same thing. And yeah, I'll jump straight into it. The first step that I took in spending less time on social media and doing a social media detox was turning my phone onto something called grayscale. And what this is going to do is it's going to make your phone black and white, and it's going to make it super boring to look at your phone. And the reason that I did this was because I was too nervous to delete social media, right? I've got all my profiles on there, you know, all my friends message me through there, so I didn't want to delete social media. So I just put my phone into grayscale. The way you do this, go to settings, accessibility, display, and then color scale or whatever, and then just turn it into grayscale, right? You'll be able to find out how to do it. Do that, and then every time you pick up your phone to look at it, one, it's going to look boring, so you're not going to be tempted to be on it as long. Two, it's going to remind you every day that you look at it when you're like, oh, it's in black and white. And then that's going to remind you, oh yes, I don't want to be on my phone as much. So that's the first way that you can kind of stop yourself from like automatically picking up your phone, right? Because I mean, when I was first starting this YouTube channel, I would set a deadline to record a video like this, for example, right? Need to record 2 videos tonight, okay? So I would get on from work, go to the gym, do all my stuff. I'd come sit in this chair, get the camera on, right? Ready to record videos. And then as I'm like getting ready to record videos, something would just play in the back of my mind where I kind of just sit back and just be tempted to get my phone out, right? I just instinctually get my phone out. It was such a normal practice to just do that. Like, how many of you, like, you know, just have this weird kind of itch to kind of just go like that and pull your phone out, right? Or whenever you just, any downtime, like a spare 5 minutes or anything, or when you're in an awkward conversation at work or something, you just kind of pick up your phone and go on it, and you just start scrolling through social media. I was fully addicted to this kind of weird practice where my brain was just wired to just pick up my phone constantly, right? And having it in grayscale, every time I picked it up, I looked at it and I was like, oh, it's in grayscale. And it just reminded me, it was like a little daily reminder. So that's the first step that you need to take. And the second part of the social media protocol is by far the most important part, and it is to delete social media. Bunch of people just left, bunch of people just clicked off the video. Oh, fuck this guy, he's just telling me to delete social media. That is the social media detox protocol. Delete it, right? And there's a third part to it as well, which I'm going to get onto if you can make it through this part of the video, right? Because I know a lot, like, you're probably thinking, like, if you've got social media right now, you're probably thinking, oh, this guy's just telling me to delete it. And you're probably just not going to delete it. Why do you have social media, right? Just ask yourself the question, okay? If it's for entertainment, right? You're using social media for entertainment, right? To scroll, to like find funny memes and stuff. That's just the same as sitting down and watching Netflix, watching a film, watching porn. It's the same stuff. It's like, it's the same thing. And like, let's be honest, mate. On Instagram and TikTok, are you watching that for memes and funny stuff? Or do you occasionally go on that and see some really, really hot girls, really fit birds, and you just kind of go through their accounts, right? you may as well just watch porn. So don't like cope, don't trick yourself, okay? I know why you've got social media, okay? Stop coping. If you've got a business and you've got stuff that you want to do, even if it's just like the gym or just self-improvement in general, just ask yourself, why do you have social media? Now, the second thing that a lot of you are going to be thinking now is, I use social media like TikTok to grow my business, okay? So first thing I'll say is, whatever business you're running, if it's reliant on like TikTok and Instagram, then it's probably not the best business model, to be honest with you. And the second thing is, you can post content onto TikTok, Instagram, and Facebook and stuff from your laptop, right? You can log into the accounts and just post from there. And that's going to be more healthy to have it there, because when you sit down at your laptop, that's like work mode. You've dedicated a set time to do some work, right? If it's on your phone, it's not the best place to really be working. So that's the second excuse out the window. And the third excuse is going to be, well, I use social media to contact my friends, okay? Bro, just text them, right? WhatsApp or the actual just inbuilt like messaging app on your phone. If you're serious about whatever business it is that you're running right now, right? You could be a content creator, you could be doing dropshipping, you could be doing Amazon FBA, right? Whatever it is that you're doing right now. If you're super serious about it, right? You're really serious about it. I'm telling you right now from experience, if you have social media on your phone and you're constantly having these little micro distractions, right? Even though you might say to yourself, well, I'm only on it for 5 minutes a day, right? It's a kind of micro distraction that when you set a task and you start the work on it, and then midway through you kind of just pull out your phone and go onto Instagram, right? It takes you out of the zone of like focus, and it ruins the rest of the work, right? My whole life I've been trying to work on businesses, and I've always had social media, right? And every single time that I've tried to work on a task, I've always pulled out my phone and started scrolling and ended up doom scrolling. And I'm telling you right now, it's such a bigger problem than you probably think it is. It is such a huge problem, right? Most of the people who are super successful, right? Hamza, Alex Hormozi, Iman Gadji, right? None of them are addicted to social media, right? If you see them post on social media, I'm telling you right now, more often than not, it will be their assistants and people that work for them that are posting to their social media accounts. It's not them on their phone, right? And especially in their like grind periods, right? Like you're on right now, where you need to kind of just lock yourself away, work on your business, like monk mode, right? You cannot afford to spend time getting like defocused by your phone, okay? So that's the second step of the social media protocol, believe it or not, is just delete the app, right? You don't have to delete your account. Your account's not going to go anywhere. Don't worry, don't stress. Just delete the app off of your phone so you can't press on it, right? And then the third step of the protocol is to not reinstall the app, okay? So you need to start replacing that kind of downtime, right? So once you finish work for the day, once you finish the gym, you're going to have like a temptation to kind of pull out your phone and go on it, right? You need to replace that temptation to go on your phone with something else. And for me, I'll be honest, what's really helped is watching podcasts on YouTube, okay? So watching Modern Wisdom. I really like watching Jordan Peterson's podcast. Andrew Huberman has really good podcasts as well. All these kind of podcasts that you can listen to, you can literally just watch them on YouTube if you want, and that kind of gives a visual thing as well. It's not like the most productive thing you can do. Obviously, if you're working on your business, that'd be way more productive. But if you're like having that downtime, that chill time, when your brain's not really working, it's like dark outside now, I'm not gonna lie, recording this video late. I should have recorded this video earlier today, but I've been super busy. And like, this is the time where I would usually now kind of just get in front of my laptop, get my notepad out, get a podcast open, like for something that I'm interested in. And then if I find anything interesting, I just jot it down and have like little notes. That's what all the notes on the back of the wall there are for, right? That's all like podcast stuff that I've listened to. And so that's helpful. And another thing you could do as well is you could get a Kindle and read some books. That's what I'm doing like on a night, but honestly only for like half an hour. I really want to improve my reading, but it's just recently, it's just been like, I'm just getting back into it. So that's like the two things I'd suggest: podcasts and reading books on a Kindle or physical books, whatever you want. And that can replace the time that you would have usually spent just watching YouTube or scrolling through TikTok or something. And I can tell you, bro, from doing this social media detox protocol where it's just like black and white phone, no social media, and then doing those things instead to replace the social media, I haven't had social media for 11 months. I've not had social media for 11 months, right? And I have never had a thought in my mind at any point of it to go back to social media. I'm so happy that I don't have it. I'm so much more productive on this business. I'm like feeling so much better about like everything. It's just great. Like you won't understand how much life that your phone is sucking out of you until you get rid of social media. So if anything, if this video is providing you any value, all I want it to do is to just motivate you and to kind of give you the kick up the arse to just delete it, okay? Just take the leap of faith. It's going to be difficult at first. Message your friends, tell them that you're deleting it, right? Just be honest. Say you're moving on to WhatsApp, and you can still get in contact with your friends. If your friends don't message you at all or ring you on like WhatsApp or anything since deleting social media, then they're probably shit friends, to be honest with you. So just get rid of them anyway. But if they actually want to see you and spend time with you, they'll message you. So don't worry about that, okay? You will feel so much better after deleting social media. So I hope this video was helpful for you, bro. Thank you for watching. And yeah, keep improving yourself every day. And I will see you in the next one. Bye.